Today I want to speak about 5 key signs which indicate that the person you like unfortunately doesn't like you back. So today we are going to learn how to read those mixed signals they give you. So by the end of this video you will be sure if it is worth investing your time in them. My name is Darina and I'm doing my psychology postgrad in Australia. Let's get started. So the first sign they are not that into you is that they never initiate the conversation. But when you text them or even call them, they do reply, and their responses can be quite full and long. They can even stay with you pretty long on the phone, but it is never them who reaches out first. And this is what creates this confusion. They are so polite and so kind, but you are not really sure what is actually happening. Let me translate this behavior into a human language. Some people are just really afraid to look bad, really afraid to say no, and all related to it. They just don't want to look like rude people, even though they do not realize that by acting like that they are doing what not really good people do, which is giving false hope. They could say, look, I can see that you are really keen on something bigger, but I'm not up for it. You are a great person, but I have a feeling that you expect something more from our conversations, which I cannot give you. That would be honest, but unfortunately they keep replying to you, playing this game, and keep creating the false hope, which doesn't give you the clarity that they're not just that into you. The second sign that indicates that they are not into you is that they keep postponing the catch up. It looks like you talk on a dating app or on social media, or maybe you guys already had a date, but the next catch up just doesn't happen. And it seems that there is always something that stands in the way. You cannot directly say that this is their fault because there are always some objective reasons that they give you. Say they text you at the last minute saying that they have this deadline at work. They apologize, rearrange the date, and then they cancel again, saying they have COVID. And this can continue over and over again. I heard stories of people who could not catch up for months. The situation can get even more mixed up when all of a sudden they call you or text you and say, are you free tonight? And you might even catch up and have a good time, but do you guys understand what is happening here? Where am I leading to? Well, it seems like they could not find anything better to do, so they remembered about you and they knew you probably wouldn't say no. Let's start from the beginning. They cannot find the time to meet with you. And their only reason here is that they do not like you enough to make an effort. You're not in their priorities. That's all. They are not motivated to make an effort since they do not see the value for themselves. I'm going to tell you a story about wanting something really badly and being very motivated to do so, just as an example. I remember being in Paris last year, and when you have a nice walk on Champs-Élysées, there is not a single toilet whatsoever. So you do shopping, you drink coffee, and after there are no toilets. However, since motivation is growing, me, with my broken French, starting to talk to people on the street, asking where is the nearest toilet here, even though speaking to strangers itself is very uncomfortable. I found out that there is actually one toilet in McDonald's in the middle of the street. So me, in European winter, in high stiletto heels, running all over Champs-Élysées trying to find this toilet. Eventually I found it, standing in a queue for 30 minutes. I'm not joking, guys, 30 minutes in the queue. And this is moment when you start to appreciate Australia even more, because everything is so accessible for people here. Anyways, the moral is that if you truly want something, you're going to make an effort and find the way and the time to do it, and there are no work deadlines or other obstacles that can stop you. Do you remember some of your good relationships? You found time to catch up after work, at night, at lunch break, on the weekends, just for an hour. So if a person within a period of few months cannot find an hour to meet someone they claim they like, draw your conclusions. By the way, guys, if you are getting value from this video, I would ask you to hit the like button right now and subscribe to my channel. It really would help me as a new creator to develop my channel. Another sign someone is not really into you is that they never offer help. How does this look? Say you guys are having a chit chat and you mention that you can't find a good personal trainer. If a person likes you, they will straight away try to get involved, offer their personal training contacts, or maybe they will say they ask a friend of a friend and so on. Or maybe another example, you say you have a late night shift as you have to replace a colleague. If the person likes you, they straight away will switch on and be like, oh, you want me to come and walk your dog? Or if a guy tells a girl that he doesn't have a time to cook and he eats junk food most weekdays, the girl will most likely offer to help him with homemade meals or something similar, say once a week. I don't know how good these examples are, but I just wanted to show that if a person really likes you, they will definitely try to win extra points by offering their help. They will try to demonstrate themselves from their best side and so on. On the contrary, someone who does not care about you will just listen, maybe demonstrating that they are sorry to hear this or that, but that's probably going to end there. Another sign your date is not really into you is that they are not asking many questions or not asking questions at all. Just remember yourself when you are in love or very excited about someone. You want to ask questions and understand what their inner world is about, what their passions, what their hobbies. Of course, not intrusively as in a case of love bombing, but you are going to be very curious about them. But if they are not interested in you, they just won't care. They might be happily talking about themselves, as it is priceless to find someone who is willing to listen, but they won't show any initiative towards getting to know you for real. If you are dating someone but are not certain what their true motives are, I highly recommend you to watch this video that debriefs in detail if you have been used or genuinely loved by someone. Look after yourself and your loved ones, and I will see you in next videos.